What's going on, everybody? Brad here, back for another Let's Talk Jurassic. We are once again streaming here Wednesday night, as we always do. And we're back to talk some Jurassic. We've got some slightly new graphics and things going on in the intro. I got to fool around with it a little bit more. I was kind of rushed this afternoon putting that together. I think my original graphic might have been not centered. I'm not too sure. But we're working things out here. Anyway, welcome back to all you returning viewers out there. It's good to see you again. Thank you for coming back each and every week. Any new viewers out there, if you're new, if you've never seen this before, if you've never heard from us before, we talk about Jurassic. We talk about whatever the latest news is. We talk about just old stuff, toys, movies, video games, TV shows, whatever the case may be. We're talking about it. We're talking about the nuggets. We've got Dino Nuggets in the house. For real. And if there's any lurkers out there, stay lurking. Keep doing your thing. That's what I do most of the time when I watch Twitch or YouTube or whatever. I'm always just lurking in the back, like today, all day long. Just watching Twitch, lurking. So keep doing you. Say hello if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. Anyway, I don't know if I introduced myself. I don't know. I forget. My name's Brad Jost. We're going to talk about Jurassic tonight. So tonight, we're going to talk about, quickly just mention the, I'm just laughing at the chat. We're going to talk about the box office for a second here. We're going to talk about, and Dominion's box office. We're going to talk about, a Blu-ray set that's got some people miffed. Mostly Tom. We're going to talk about, the extended cut leaking onto the internet. By the way, I have not watched it yet, so we're not going to talk about that. If you mention anything about the extended cut, please don't. I really don't want. I don't want any kind of spoilers for something else in there. So please try not to talk about that kind of stuff because it's not officially out yet. What am I going to talk about yet now? Real quick promotion for the website and everything else going on. Let's go over to the website. Here we go. Is this going to work? Come on. You can do it. There we go. All right. The episode this week. This is on JurassicParkPodcast.com, by the way. Didn't mean to do that. JurassicParkPodcast.com. Check out all the show notes for the latest episode, which is just Jurassic news. That's all I really got around to doing. I was going to say we did not talk about anything. I talked about the extended cut leak. I talked about the box office. Sounds a lot like what we're doing now. And the other thing I didn't put into the show here tonight, but maybe we could talk about it if we have some time, is that pitch trailer that, we've all thought for so long that it was just a film pitch trailer, and now it turns out to be something else. So that was in this episode. I basically just did a little bit of news, and it was a shorter episode, 24 minutes long. Can you believe it? Only 24 minutes long. But if you want to hear me more this week, you can hear me on my other podcast, Grim Grinning Hosts, where we talk about theme parks and pop culture and all kinds of different stuff. This past week, we talked about my trip to Disneyland. So if you want to hear all about Disneyland, you can hear Grim Grinning Hosts. This one right here, this purple and green right there. And then I also was on the Forcecast this past week, I believe. And we were talking about all the news for Star Wars, and it was kind of like catching up, a lot of catching up on the recent news and stuff going back to Star Wars Celebration and all kinds of stuff. And hey, look, he's got interviews in the episode as well. This is a very long episode. This one is 2 hours. This is almost rivaling this show, and not the stream, but my podcast, where usually it's 3 hours long. Yeah, we talked about all kinds of stuff, and then he had an interview with Dickie Beer. Dickie Beer. You don't know who Dickie Beer is, do you? I believe he was actually a stunt driver on Jurassic World Dominion. So he's part of the Star Wars universe, and I believe he was also in Jurassic World Dominion as a stunt driver. So definitely go check out that episode. I hear his interview with Dickie Beer is maybe one of the best interviews you may ever hear. So definitely keep your ears out for that one. It's going to be a great episode. So live streams, videos, all kinds of stuff. I meant to pull up the videos this week, but I didn't get a chance to do that. I did do a live stream last week. We unboxed the Chaos Outpost playset or whatever it's called. And I did upload a toy hunt this week, so you can go check out Toy Hunt right now. But let's say hello to some people in the chat room. First, I want to give a big shout out to Jurassic Souls. What's going on, Jurassic Souls? Thank you so much for the super chat. As always, killing it in the chat room there. Keeping it alive. Thank you so much. What do you want to see from the future Maisie Lockwood books? That's a great question. Well, I mean, I feel like I kind of know at least what the second one is going to do. Do we still know if the third one is actually happening? Is it actually happening or not? So I don't know. But what do I want to see from the Maisie Lockwood books? It's hard to say, like, in particular, what you really need to see out of those books, because I feel like the first one, which I'm not going to, give you too many spoilers or anything for that one, but nice. I feel like the first one really kind of was a nice bridge to straight into Dominion. So it helped kind of inform the story a little bit and tell where some of these characters were. So the second one, I guess, just more of the same. Like, I don't know. I don't really need to see a whole lot. I don't know. I can't think of a particular storyline. I just want to see more dinosaur interactions in the wild, kind of informing. Maybe that's what I want to see. I want to see and hear more about things that are happening in the world and what's going on. Because we got a little bit in the first book, but I want to hear more about, like, what's happening around the world. And maybe whatever's going on up north and stuff like that. Like, I want to hear more things tie into, the storyline. I forget when is it set. It's got to be set well after Battle at Big Rock, I assume. I forget. But yeah, I want to hear more like that at least. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go back up to the top here. Just say hello. We got Thomas here. What's up, Thomas? We've got Dinosaur and Jurassic World products. Hey! We've got Dodgson Not Too Late. Caleb's here. What's up, Caleb? Mester, everybody's like, no, I'm not late. And this is your first time being here? Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see. Shane is here. What's up? How's it going? Nikolai's here. Hey, welcome back. Chase the Animator. What's up? Vanessa Starnes here. We got 100 nuggets in the house. Yeah, Caleb had pointed out, where are the Dino Nuggets? They're up in the freezer. They're just in the fridge upstairs. So I had some. We had them yesterday. The kids had them, and I think they might have had some today too. But I had some for lunch. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna test them out, see how good they are. And they were great. And you can check out the video of me eating it on TikTok and Instagram. So the video's up there. I didn't get a chance to do it until just not too long ago, so you'll be able to check it out there. So, and again, thank you so much to Food Story Brands for sending those out. That was really, really awesome. They've got these Jurassic World chicken nuggets and raptor claws, so you can find dinosaur chicken nuggets with, like, T-Rex, Stegosaurus, stuff like that, and then raptor claws, big raptor claws. They're pretty big too. They're, like, massive. So I put, like, 4 of them on my son's plate, and he's like, Dad, there's too many. I'm like, dude, you can do this. You ate like 8 the other day, and it was not these kind, just some other random boring kind. But hey, man, 4 raptor claws, it's good for him. Anyway, thank you so much to Food Story for sending those our way. We really, really appreciate it in this house. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that statue. Yikes. It's a big yikes. But thank you again, Jurassic Souls. Thank you so much. Dark Devastator, late, but there are dinosaurs to talk about, so yep. Don't worry about being late. You're like a minute and a half late. Who cares? Jurassic fan got the Hammond Rex and love it. Yeah, it is great. It is really great. I have so many unopened toys that I gotta really dive into, but I did get a chance recently. What side is it? This side. This side. To open the Hammond Rex. It is so good. Had to put it up there with my, the Red Rex from, what do you call it? Kenner. But, all right, so let's dive into our first topic for tonight. We're going to talk about, I'm going to try to keep it snappy. We'll keep it moving. We're going to talk about Jurassic World Dominion and the box office. So, this past weekend, I think, was that when it was? I think it was recently, whatever recently was. The movie opened up in Japan, and I think it grossed around like 10 million or so. Let's see. Can I do it? I think I can do it here. Let's go to Japan. Yeah. Well, was it adjusted? Or was that... That's weird. Can't click on any of these other things. The other day, it definitely said 10 million. But it says to date, 12 million. So, not sure what's happening here. But, yeah. Anyway. It made some money. Raked in a little bit. Not a ton, unfortunately. Even if it's just 12 million. Still not a ton. But, it's helping. It's helping to push it. We are at 943 million, 0.1 million. So doing good, and almost to 950 million. And it's close. I mean, it's gonna cut it close because it is. Let's see here. Where's the United States? Oh, it's called domestic. All right, so domestic. Let's see. What was recently? That would be down here. Yikes. Last 3 days, 651,000, 284,000, 347,000. So, not a lot, but it's still kicking. It's still going. Dropped off those millions. Let's see. Back around July 17th for the most part. There was one extra one in here. What day was that? Oh, come on, shrink down. July 23rd, but for the most part, it's in the 100,000s. So I'm no mathematician, but I can't really figure out when it's going to happen. But hopefully it gets there. Keep my fingers crossed. No promises, but with only 50 million left to get to $1 billion, I still feel like they want to do something. They should do something, right, to try to get that boost. Like, because how much longer are they going to let this go? Yeah, it's already on digital. And as we've seen, some people are already receiving their DVDs. Some people. I think, what was that, Canada, maybe? So different places around the world are getting this thing. So it's definitely going to undermine the box office a little bit. So who knows? But almost to $1 billion. Almost there. Yeah. Caleb says extended cut in theaters, I hope. That would be great. I'm hoping so as well. That would be really great. I would love to see that. For me, I've only seen the movie 2 times. I know Caleb knows that, but... maybe not everybody does, but I've only gotten to see the movie 2 times, unfortunately. And the last time I saw it was just about 2 months ago. Just about 2 months ago. So I saw it like literally the week it opened and then never again. And I love the movie. I thought it was great. But, man, what happened in June? June was like... just a lot of Jurassic stuff, I felt like, and then I don't know, I just never got a chance to go back to see it. And then July happened, and there was like trips, there was all kinds of stuff. Oh, I got COVID in the beginning of July, so there was like a lot of stuff that was like stopping me from getting to a theater. And now at this point, I'm like there's other stuff to see, Unfortunately, like the other day, my wife and I were talking about like, oh, maybe we should go see a movie this past weekend. We didn't, but we ended up going to a pool instead. But we were thinking, maybe we'll go this weekend. And then we were like thinking about what are we going to see? And I was like, well, there's Nope is out. I want to see Nope. I still haven't seen Thor. I want to see Thor. I'm like a huge Marvel fan. What's going on? Haven't seen that. And then I'm like, the Jurassic World is still out in some places. So I'm like, we could see that. But I'm like, kind of want to see these other things too. So, but then we're in this age right now, right, where Thor is out in theaters, but like anytime in like the next few weeks or month or whatever, it'll be on Disney Plus. Like it'll be on Disney Plus. Buzz Lightyear came out today on Disney Plus, and that came out like last month. So I guess in June, I think, or was it July? I don't know. When was that? But everything is, and plus we're in this really weird time with streaming platforms, right? I mean, we're hearing all this bad news about HBO Max, which I think is a great service. Yeah, it came out less than a month ago. July 17th was when I saw Lightyear in theaters, and I think that was like a day after or so it came out. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. From July 17th to August 3rd, it is on a streaming service. So obviously Jurassic World has gone longer than that, right? The digital copy didn't really, though. I mean, that was only a month, and that was already, you could buy it. Like, I could buy Jurassic World Dominion right now, but I'm like hesitating to buy it because I want to get that extended cut. But yeah, I want all those special features and all that good stuff, so I don't really want to like double up too much. But yeah, it's a weird time. And like, who knows? Maybe Peacock. I don't know. Is Peacock doing well? We know the Jurassic World Dominion is supposed to go there. But, the word on the street is that Dominion probably won't hit Peacock until like October. So who knows? I don't think we'll see it any sooner than that. But, maybe in the next few days with fallout from HBO Max, if Peacock's like, you know what, we want to get going. We got to start moving here, and maybe they'll put it on there. I don't know, but yeah, it's a weird time for digital movies and going to straight to streaming and stuff like that. So who knows what's going to happen there? But no idea otherwise. So I would like to see that extended cut in theaters. That would absolutely entice me back into the theaters. Yeah, I see Black Phone. People are talking about Black Phone. I want to see that as well, but that is like, I think it's already somewhere. Like I could just watch it right now. So I could just do that. I might just do that. Plus Black Phone has a house in Halloween Horror Nights, so definitely got to watch that. What's up, Steve? How's it going? Good to see you again. I saw somebody had mentioned another movie too. Oh, Top Gun. Yeah, of course. I've seen Top Gun. I saw it right before Dominion, I think, and it was fantastic. Amazing. So there's a lot of stuff out there vying for screens, and I would love it if Dominion wanted to make another return. I know it was showing up right in the AMC app, but that was just the on-demand something or other, right? Let me see. I got the app open, so Jurassic World Dominion. Here we go. Yeah, extended edition. It's in the on-demand section. So released January 1st, 1900 is what it says. So if you wanted to see Jurassic World Dominion, yeah, it's a very old movie. 1900, literally so many years old. But that is the box office and some other commentary, I guess you could say. So let's see. Thor and Nope are both awesome. Yes, I would love to see both. Nope, I'm really excited for that movie, and Thor. I guess my hype has kind of lessened just because people have talked so poorly about it. So I'm still hyped to see it. I'm very hyped. I love the last one, and I love Thor as a character. So to me, I'd like to go see that anytime. Azim says, I'd love to see you and Aaron debate on Dominion, because you loved it, and I think he disliked it, so it'll be interesting. Well, let me tell you something. I got something for you. Let me tell you what I got. Let me just bring it up right here. I've got this. The Jurassic Wire. Go listen to the podcast. It was last week's episode. We talked about it. Aaron gave me his thoughts and feelings on Jurassic World Dominion. We really hadn't talked about it fully. I knew that he did not like it. So that's why I put love-hate relationship with Jurassic World Dominion, because I was the love and he was the hate, I guess. And he's respectful about it as well. Like he dislikes it a lot, but is respectful about, other people's opinions, and he doesn't really trash it per se. He just kind of says, I didn't like these things. I didn't like this or that. I just thought this was bad or whatever. So he's always respectful about it, and we never got into any kind of arguments or anything like that. So the debate was good. When it comes to me, like, I always try to like lift up people with like negative views of things like things that I like or whatever, just to kind of like hopefully inspire them to maybe like look at it from a different perspective and say like, oh, maybe there is something to it. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. And I tried to do that a little bit with Aaron to try to say like, well, this or that, like just to give a little bit of an explanation to why I like things. Not trying to convince him, just trying to say, well, look, this is what I liked about it, So if you want to hear me and Aaron debate about it, the episode, oh, you know what? I don't think I ever released that on YouTube. My bad. But it is on the podcast feed. So if you want to hear it, it's on the podcast feed. But I'll have to work on the video because I completely think I forgot about that. So yeah, maybe you'll see that soon. If you want to see us talk about it. But yeah. Yeah, and I want to bring this up real quick. Neurotic Place says the only reason I haven't watched Dominion more is because after I heard about the extended cut, the theatrical version is no longer the definitive version, and I'm deciding to wait. We didn't necessarily talk about this point of view in the Wire episode, but we did talk about how the conversation has been strange around Dominion when it comes to the creators and the studio and Colin and stuff like that. And we talked about how like they basically just like undermined the movie with all this extended cut conversation. And you're right. Like now I think people may have dipped off and said like, well, I don't want to go see the regular version 4 times in a theater. I want to see the extended cut. What am I wasting my money for? I want to buy the extended cut and then watch that a bunch of times. So I feel like this whole thing has been really weird. With the release and everything. So I don't know. It's a strange time. It's a very, very strange time. He was probably wearing the Luna Lovegood glasses in the theater, so he couldn't see the screen. Oh God. Yeah, that was too funny. Oh man, that was so funny. If anybody doesn't know what Steve is talking about, we did a rewatch of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and he was watching it in 3D. I was just watching it normal. So he's sitting like I think we had like a little bit bigger than this screen that I'm on right now. And he's just sitting there the whole time just with these massive 3D glasses what were they? Why did they look like Luna Lovegood? Oh, it was blue or something. Wasn't it like a blue face or something? It was basically like a full mask. And I just kept like poking fun at him by putting up a picture of Luna like on the stream every time he started talking. Yeah. The Graham, I'm so sorry to hear that it was a bit of a letdown. I would say tell me what you thought, but like every time I hear what was a letdown about the movie, it doesn't click with me. Like it doesn't click. I would love to hear your thoughts though. Tell me what you think was a letdown. But I hope for your sake and for so many others that the extended cut does that for you, that it is better for you. That would be fantastic. That would be really, really great. And Jurassic Fan says, Lightyear isn't my thing. Understandable. I thought it was just fine. It was okay. It was a good movie, serviceable movie, but it had no teeth to it, really. It really had, like, nothing gripping you and tying you down to this story. It was just fine. It was a little fun, little romp, but really nothing special. And it really could have been something really great. It had some good themes and some good messages, but other than that, like, that was the most important stuff. You know, the movie itself was just okay. What else was I going to talk about tonight? I already forgot. Oh yeah. So since we're on, you know what? Since we're on this topic, why don't we go right into it? Because Azim mentions it here, we kind of have been touching upon it a little bit here, but the extended cut has leaked somehow. No clue. I never really heard why or how. But the extended cut has leaked, and it's been annoying to be online, to be honest. Whether you watch it or not, whatever, that's up to you, I guess. You know, I chose not to watch it because I want to make sure I see it in like 4K. I've got the TV, I've got the player. I want to be able to watch it in 4K, and I want to watch that extended cut. Like and I want to watch it like for the first time in a good quality. So that I don't want to just watch a stream and try to fool around watching it or streaming it to TVs and just the whole thing. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to watch it how it was intended to be seen. And I don't know how it got out there, but that's a bummer. And unfortunately, people were like leaking the thing all around everywhere as if it was like the theatrical cut. You know, at this point, we're basically 2 months out from the theatrical cut, and you see pictures out there. Once it got on demand or whatever. Okay, I get it. Like, people are sharing their pictures, sharing, scenes from the movie and sharing, like, cool images and GIFs and stuff, and that's cool. That's fun. It helps, like, amp up the excitement around the movie. But the extended cut is, like a brand new version. It's something new, something we haven't seen. So everybody out there that was just, like, putting all the information online was, like, just a real bummer. And it's like the whole leak scenario that we've always talked about with these movies. And these movies have been terrible when it comes to leaks, right? We are constantly hearing every dinosaur, most plot points, pretty much anything you want to know about these movies. We know them before the movie comes out. So everybody, like, not everybody, a certain sects of the fandom just share everything, whatever it is, whatever it may be, and don't have a care in the world for people who don't want to see those things. So this is kind of like another one of those scenarios where, like, everybody's just like, hey, check out this cool scene, look at this cool shot, I can't believe this was in there. And it was like a minefield, the other day, and it still is. I still come across them every now and then. But it was a true minefield out there the other day, and I know people were like, I gotta stay offline. This stinks. You're ruining it for everybody. So try not to do that, for sure. Try to keep it to yourself if you have seen it. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Like, why is this getting leaked? Why is this whole conversation around this extended cut so weird? I don't know. I don't know if everybody else gets weird vibes, but like I just feel like, pretty soon after the movie was released in theaters, Colin was talking about this extended cut, like saying like, this is it, this is the version, this is the definitive version, the one that I wish everybody got to see. Kind of like we were talking about, undermining the actual movie that was in theaters. So it's been a weird conversation. We heard like a lot about like weird behind the scenes drama between the studio and, maybe Bryce and Colin and stuff like that. So it's been weird, the conversation once this movie actually came out. I wonder what else will happen. Now we're getting the extended cut leaked. It's a mess. It's a mess out there. But I really want to watch this thing, but I don't want to watch the leak. I'm trying to save it for, and actually I'm trying to save the conversation about it too. So anytime somebody brings it up, I'm like, I don't even want to know what you think. Like, I don't want to know what you thought about the thing. I don't want to know like a single moment of it. And yeah, I just don't want to see the reactions because I don't want to see like, did you think it was better? Did you think it was worse? Do you think it helped or not? I don't know. I just want to know like when it comes out. That's all I want to know. Just tell me, Colin, when does this movie actually come out? And when stuff like this happens, you always wonder if like release dates will get pushed or pushed forward or whatever. Like if something will change with the release. Obviously we haven't heard anything yet, and it's been a week or a few days or whatever it's been. But yeah, I mean, the extended cut is now hitting houses. So, I think it was Canada, right? So it is getting out there if you did pre-order a certain box set. But yeah, let's see what everybody else is saying in here. Steve bought the digital version on day one. I loved what I saw in theaters, and have probably watched it. Sorry, no, I can't read. Watched it half a dozen times with friends since then. We'll definitely buy the extended cut when that comes out. Look at you, loving it. I love that. Get confused when people say there wasn't enough dinosaurs in Dominion. Like, what? What? There wasn't enough dinosaurs in Dominion? Yeah, they definitely went to go see Minions, I think. Just Minions. Not Dominion. They just went to go see Minions. And they're like, where's the dinosaurs? I don't see any. There was one in that trailer, and I saw it. And then there was, I don't know if that dinosaur ever made it into the actual movie. If anybody saw Minions, did y'all wear suits and go see Minions? But dumb Minion had a lot of dinosaurs. The most. Well, Azim, we already know that Dominion was supposed to be 2 movies. Like, it was literally supposed to be 2 movies. So, when Sam Neill's out there saying that they filmed like a 6-hour movie, he's being a little bit facetious and not knowing exactly what they're actually going to put on screen. But there should have been, like, they should have made enough for a 4-hour movie. Like 2 movies. Okay, so those 2 coincide is what it was. All right, that makes a little sense then, I guess. Yeah, I as I said before, I knew that they started hitting Canada, but like, yeah, I didn't realize that they were connected at least. What's up, Jared? Just missed some conversation on, I don't know. What do we talk about? The extended cut, box office figures, DVD releases, stuff like that. Siaka, yeah, that always concerns me when I go to buy something digitally. I'm like, is it gonna have the stuff? And then like, sometimes it actually does come with the stuff. But then you try to find it, and it's like a nightmare to try to find. Like, I'm not that I'm saying that Dominion has them and you can't find them, but some movies I own, I'm like, I know this was supposed to have special features. Where are they? And then it's like, you gotta like start the movie and then go into the, like, while you're watching the movie on iTunes, you gotta like go into the menu, and it's like a whole thing. I'm like, just let me pull them up from the side. You know, like, let me just, like, here's the movie, press play here. Just let me go down, scroll down a little bit and see them. Minion. Yeah. Welcome back, Giza Sorna Communications. Hope you're doing well. All right, so the Grim here has the explanation a little bit, it looks like. I think some critics thought that certain dinos didn't have enough screen. Oh, wait, no, you didn't. Never mind. I thought maybe you were explaining why. Oh, here it is. I had to scroll up a little bit. The whole Locust subplot was unnecessary for me. It was kind of a waste of legacy characters. I would have preferred seeing legacy characters track down certain dinos. Okay, I can understand you wanting to see something else, I guess. Because to me, like, that's like, it's not really like an issue with the movie per se. That's like an issue with what your expectations were. And that happens, you know, like, and that's why, like, I feel like I approached the conversation slightly differently than I did with Fallen Kingdom. I really dove so deeply into theories and stuff for Fallen Kingdom and planning everything out, so that by the time the movie came out, I was like, yeah, I knew everything, and I had it all. I knew it all, like, everything that was going to go down. So this time I tried to play things a little wackier, like in my head, like I was making up some really crazy, ridiculous theories, and then for a while I just stopped talking about them. Like, I really just stopped, like, diving into them all that much, and didn't really have a lot of expectations on what I wanted from the movie. You know, looking back, I want to go and kind of talk about some of the theories eventually on some episode or stream or something. But yeah, for your thoughts though, let me go bring that back up here. The whole subplot was unnecessary for me. It's kind of a waste of space, or waste of space. It was just kind of a waste for legacy characters. See, for me, that subplot is perfect for me because it's locusts, and because it's such a great way to bring in the legacy characters. One of the things that I've always talked about with this movie before it came out was, like, there is absolutely no natural way to bring these legacy characters back at this point. There's no way you would ever be able to bring back Grant and try to convince him to say, like, you know, you got to come back to get these dinosaurs and to track them down, or you got to help save this thing. Grant would be like, no, I'm done. I don't want any part of this. You know, he would have freaked out. Ellie, like, has no reason to come back for dinosaur plots. Like, she was a, you know, what do you call it? A paleobotanist. She's studying plants. So she really doesn't have any reason to come back for dinosaurs. She settled down with her family, you know, as far as we knew. She settled down, and she had no reason to really come back unless plants were involved. And Goldblum, it's like, you know, Ian, it's like, it's again, another character where you're like, what could you possibly make up to bring this guy back? There's no way would this guy ever want to come back. So to have them come back in the most natural way possible, I think it really worked well for me to have it be about plants. The entire reason that they're there is, and the reason that Ellie is a major part of it, is because of the plants. So having the locusts be the catalyst for them coming back worked better than I would have expected. Like I said, I had basically zero to, like, bad expectations for them coming back, and feeling convoluted and feeling like it wouldn't have made any sense. I guess kind of what you're feeling. But for me, the fact that it was plants really helped straighten things out a bit for me. I feel like I have no voice tonight because for the past, before we started the stream, for the past like 20, 30 minutes, I had to do Beetlejuice voice because my son likes to call Beetlejuice. He says his name 3 times, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And then I have to get into character because Beetlejuice possesses my body. If you didn't know, he comes in and possesses me because he's a demon. So he comes in and he takes over my body and he rips my hat off, is putting hair all over the place. He's like crazy. And then the whole voice, comes out, and it went on very long, let's say. And my voice has not really recuperated very well. Yeah. A lot of questions in here. I'm trying to do my best to go through some of them, but it's a little difficult. But because I want to stay up to date on the chat as well. Wish I could keep open like 2 chat windows. That'd be nice. Yeah, and this Nikolai also brings up a great point. Is like something we've been talking about for a while. The locust subplot is extremely Crichton feeling, while not ever doing that in a Jurassic book. It feels like if Michael Crichton wrote Jurassic Park 3, not the movie, but like if he wrote a 3rd book, I feel like he would have gone in directions like this movie. That's what it feels like to me. The movie really feels like a tribute to Michael Crichton. It's so weird how it works out and feels more Jurassic than ever to me. And Omar, yes, I have heard that they're doing Godzilla vs. Kong 2. That's very, very exciting. I'm very excited for the Monsterverse. You see me looking around, I'm like, what streaming service is that supposed to be on? Because, I don't want it to be, thrown in the trash, Yeah, and no Sarah Harding. So that was always my rational, what am I trying to say? I don't know. That was always my reasoning, maybe, for having Sarah in the movie was, well, it's a dinosaur movie. If they're going to be tracking down dinosaurs, if they're going to be hunting these things down and trying to wrangle them up in the wild, why would you not have Sarah Harding in this movie? Sarah Harding's the one who wrangles these dinosaurs. She knows about dinosaurs in the wild. She knows what's up. And that wasn't the story. So it worked out perfectly because that wasn't the story. That they didn't need Sarah in order to wrangle these dinosaurs up or to study them in the wild or anything like that. That part was done. We needed to do something else, which was find out why these plants were dying. Siaka, I love your takes. Siaka. If I could change anything about the locusts, I would have it not be solved because I like giant bugs. I like that, yeah. Don't solve it. Just don't solve it. We like bugs. That's not true. I don't know. I can't believe I just said I like bugs. Who am I? I hate bugs. Literally despise them. Why would I say something like I like bugs? I like Beetlejuice. Yeah. Gotta love Beetlejuice, You gotta get out there and you gotta be like, hey guys, what's going on? You know what? Hey, come on. Come on. Well, you go. I love Beetlejuice. I got my Beetlejuice watch on now. Check it out. Come on. Oh, it's upside down. But, yeah, I got that today. Gotta love the Beetlejuice vibes. Come on, babe. Now, Isosonic Communications, we can't really say that it's a failure at the box office. For you, maybe, but for box office, it didn't make as much as the other movies, but it's literally 50 million or whatever away from $1 billion in COVID times still. That's good money. That is good money. All right. Don't you say that. Like, literally, don't you say that they're on HBO Max. Because I mean, come on. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Thank you for coming back, Amy. I don't know that I did any voices last time, so I don't think you missed out. Yeah. But what else was I going to talk about tonight? We got a few minutes left here. Oh yeah, we're going to talk. So we were talking about, this is all like one big tied together story, I guess, here tonight, because we talked about the box office and how, releasing digitally maybe affected that, and how maybe leaks could affect that with the extended cut. And then Caleb confirming, the tie between the release in Canada of the box set to the extended cut. And then now we're going to talk about that box set here, because I want to bring up a good friend of ours here, somebody we all love and all know, but we've got Tom Jurassic here. Actually, let me bring up this one so you can see me. There we go. We got Tom Jurassic here. And he's kicking off. I almost went to click on it on my other screen, but it's on my tablet. He's kicking off over here about this box set. So here's the box set, right? Great. Looks fantastic. Looks great. And I think this is the blurriest picture I have ever seen. Blurriest picture I've ever seen. But I think Cretaceous Dave had pointed out that I think this says 700 copies, but it doesn't. But it's not 700 copies. Looks great. Looks great. But when it shows up to your house, which this is a better picture, but it's still not great. It's still not great. This is actually, wait, we gotta go back because there's a worse picture. Tom, where's the other picture? I know you have it here somewhere. Oh, well, that's not it. Where did Tom go? How do we find Tom again? Or maybe it was Tom's page. I don't know. All right. I think maybe Brent had a picture of it. Yeah. All right. Here. Yeah. Ah. Just. What? Hey, okay. Putting you on blast. You got no problem with it? That's not blue and beta, that's glue and bagel. Nightmare fuel. Yeah. It's horrifying. It's bad. It's not good. Okay, so let's bring it back to this for a minute here, because this thing is $150. Okay? It's $150. So obviously it does come with other things. I mean, you're getting, which I don't know, I can't scroll this thing. This is like the worst. Trying to use this app. All right, so it's a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray plus digital copy. 6 movies. My eye's twitching. 6 movie. Oh my gosh, my eye's twitching. 6 movie collection. Which, I don't know. Like, let's look it up here. Let's see here. Jurassic World. Let's see. Oh my gosh. DVD set. Let's see what a DVD set is going for these days. All right, so here's the 6 movie collection without the statue. So the statue is very minimal here. You're talking $50. Oh no, I'm sorry. $70, right? Or something like that. No, $80. But I wanted to look at this here because this is the 5 movie collection. So the 5 movie collection that you could buy at Target. This is just DVD, so let's step it up a notch. We're going big. We're going Blu-ray. This is nobody knows. Oh, $49.99. Okay. There's got to be a 4K collection somewhere around here, I would assume. But anyway, you kind of get the idea, right? You get the idea. What's this one? Oh, I don't know. This is just DVD. You get the idea, right? That it's like around, $50, $60, we'll say, for the collection. You're getting what every other collection probably has, right? There's not that much more. I don't really know what else is in there. Let's see. It's just everything packed together. That's really nothing. I don't think it's anything overtly special. Outside of wow, it's got some really cool artwork on these boxes and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And from a distance, that statue looks fantastic. That looks great. But you're paying $150 for this set, right? That's mostly you're paying for this statue. You're paying $100 nearly for the statue, $80 to $100 for the statue, to unfortunately just look like that. That is worse than nearly any Mattel figure of Blue. Blue always looks great on the Mattel figures. And the Amber collection looks fantastic. So I did bring up this because I wanted to kind of compare and contrast a little bit. Back in 2015, they came out with a box set for Jurassic World, and they released these. So they released the T-Rex, right? And I do have this. All right, so T-Rex is it's fine. It's I can't really get a good focus on it, but it's fine. It's not the most special T-Rex looking thing in the world. It's got great shape. It's pretty good. It's a little soft in some of the features, but it looks good. It's better than these. And then you have the Indominus. And the Indominus looks fantastic. This is legit. This is immaculate. This looks so good. So, spending... I don't remember what that box set was. It might have been $120 or something like that. This is legit. This is a good statue set, and you can put them together, and there you go, they're battling together. So that is really cool to me. I really dug that. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, I gotta get that. So I understand the vibe of saying I gotta get this because it looks like it'll be super cool. But that's really disappointing to know that this looks pretty poor to me. And Tom is going wild for sure. Tom literally is yeah, I think Caleb said it, bringing it to the highest authorities in the UK. Yeah, so it's just not very good. But especially when you advertise, which I can't find a good picture of it. See if anybody else has one. Oh, come on. No, I don't want to sign in. How do I get out of this? Can't? For real? All right, cool. Oh my gosh. Really? It's not going to let me sign in? Not let me look at his tweets? Because I didn't sign in? Oh, come on, dude. How do I get out of this? I don't want to sign in from here. Oh my god. All right, let's find another route to do this. Let's actually go to Twitter. Could just do that. Wanted to do it on the browser to make it a little bit easier, but see if Tom has anything else here. So yeah, I did bring up this picture. This picture does look a bit better. So maybe there's a chance that other one was, just terrible. But this one, still not great. The eye is painted pretty poorly. It's not even on the eyeball. The teeth are, you know, a bit ugly. You know, at least the paint job on the ones that I have is pretty great, like pretty flawless. A little muddy everywhere else. Like, what is going on with this? Oh my gosh, that leg. What is that? Wild. Wild. Like, what's going on with this stop sign, too? It's got an M&M on it, dude. Getting hungry. Want candy. It's got an M&M on there. Hey, I'm the big M&M. You can find me on the stop signs. Nobody sounds like something like that. The other guy's like this. Yeah, you can find him on stop signs. I forget which color they were. I think the big one was yellow, and then maybe the small one was red. But why are we talking about that? You know, it is what it is. I wish it was better, and I feel bad. Hopefully, you know, if you don't want it, just don't keep it. Just literally return it. Get rid of it. What is this? This looks cool. Now that looks good. I mean, the eyeball, I don't know what's going on there, but that looks good. Whatever that is. But anyway, that statue, $150. Eek. So did anybody get that? I know Caleb said he's good with it, right? I'm okay with the statue simply because I am much more in it for that beautiful box set. I don't collect too many statues anyway. They're hard to produce consistently while being price-worthy. Yeah, that's always been the problem with Jurassic, right? We always see these really, really high-end statues, especially when Chronicle was doing them, right? We were always like, oh, wow, Chronicle's coming out with this really awesome-looking thing, and then we would see it in somebody's house, and it's like, no. But these are not to that level, obviously. But I think, like, if Mattel can produce Amber Collection Blue and it looks flawless, looks really great, why is this so bad? Objects in the mirror are worse than they appear. Wasn't there another janky blue statue at some point? Yeah, I don't know. It might have been something Chronicle created. I'm not too sure. Add Eminem to Pratt impression repertoire. You know, I really need to rework my resume. Literally, no one wants to give me voice work. So what I'm gathering from all of this is that my impressions are horrible, and you guys are just, you know, gassing me up for no reason. So appreciate it. But anyway, that probably brings us down to the end here. Do I have anything else? I don't really think so. But I don't remember what they sounded like. They just sound like a robot. SNL, call your boy. Hey, what's going on, SNL? Wait, I don't know. I was trying to think of like a quick SNL impression other than, ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd. You know, like that. Just that's the only SNL impression I can do, and that wasn't even an impression. It was just me saying, ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd. I don't know anything else. Yeah. Sounds like non-canon. Yeah. I one day I'll try to figure out the Brad X impression. That's the thing, though, is like I never try to figure out these impressions. They just end up coming out. So yeah. You guys are really, really trying. Well, we're having canon debates now. Like, I don't even know what's going on. But I will say that if you want to find me and anything that I do, you got me at Brad Jost over there. I don't have impressions on my channel. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should work on that. But yeah. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of videos over on my YouTube, trying to catch up with my personal YouTube, which is like back in like 2020 still. I'm trying to catch up on some old videos and stuff. So go subscribe to my personal YouTube channel, which is just, I think you just search for Brad Jost on YouTube. You probably find me. But if you want to find more from the podcast, please go to JurassicParkPodcast.com. You can find everything over there. You can find our Twitter at Jurassic Park Pod. You can find our Instagram at Jurassic Park Podcast. Facebook, who cares? TikTok, you can go look at some videos I put up on TikTok if you want to. It's a weird place. But I go on there every now and then. And I put up videos. And then I put them up on Instagram. And then they do 10 times better on Instagram. So go follow us on Instagram, I guess. And listen to the podcast. You can do that. This is not the podcast, by the way. What I'm saying right now, these words that are coming out of my mouth are not the podcast. The podcast is much better produced, and I sound much more enthusiastic. Try not to do Beetlejuice voices before podcasting. That's a hot tip for y'all. You know, sometimes you can't go out there and do a Beetlejuice impression. You know, if you're gonna do a podcast, you know, it's just not something you want to do. You know, you know what I'm talking about, right? You don't want to go out there and do a podcast when you're trying to do a Beetlejuice impression. You know, nobody's gonna want to hear anything from that. But you know what? If you want to find me, I'm gonna be you know, somewhere in the netherworld. But I gotta stop doing that. Oh. Woo. Okay. All right. I don't even know what does that sound like on the other side where you guys are. I have no idea. But yes. Good night, everybody. Please go check out everything. And like I said before, you can find me on the podcast this week, talking about some recent news. I was kind of like what we did tonight, so that's pretty much the same. So go check that out. But you can also check out, for everybody that wanted to hear me and Aaron talk, you can go hear us from last week. But, you know, and if you like theme parks, please go check out my other show, Grim Grinning Hosts. We're going to be diving into a lot of Halloween Horror Nights conversation pretty soon, so go check that out. And you get to hear me talk about Disneyland for my first trip out there, so that was fun. Go check out that episode, and then go check out the Forcecast. If you like Star Wars, go check out the Forcecast and hear me talking with the host Ryan about all the latest news. And you get to hear a Dickie Beer interview. So, you know, go check it out. Amy, you need more pod. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned this at the very start. And unfortunately, I'm going to let you down, Amy. But there's going to be less pods. There's going to be less. So I should have mentioned this at the top. Wow, this is really irresponsible of me. But I did not put it in my notes. So make better notes. But here's the thing. The live stream is still going to be happening each and every week. All right, so we're going to be live streaming here on YouTube every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join us. If you're rewatching this on the video, replay, please come join us live. But I will say that I'm going to be doing episodes every other week on the podcast feed for the foreseeable future. Who knows? Because as we all know, Jurassic is dead. There's no more movies. There's no more TV shows. There's nothing. There's nothing being produced ever again, it sounds like. being sarcastic for sure. But I figured it might be a decent time to kind of like pump the brakes a little bit and focus on 2 episodes a month. All right. So 2 episodes a month on the podcast feed. So basically what you're going to end up getting is an episode of the mailbag or an episode of The Wire. And you're also going to get something else random. So either one of those segments, mailbag or The Wire, every month, one of those months. And then you'll also get, let's say Dino DNA, and you'll get to hear about, fossil records and dinosaur information and stuff like that. So for instance, there's not going to be an episode this coming week. No episode this week, but the week after will be the mailbag. And then next month in September, you'll get The Wire. And then in October, you'll get the mailbag again. So we're changing the format just a little bit, just to make it a little bit easier. But yeah, make it easier on us producing content. So yeah. But I hope you enjoy the podcast. Hope you keep listening. Hopefully we don't disappear in your feeds. We'll still be there, and you can find us on all those other platforms that I mentioned before. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go head out and do some stuff, and we'll talk soon. Bye, everybody. Oh, wait. Wait, I'm back. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Thank you so much for the super chat. Monthly episode, only doing impressions. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I should point out that Caleb is going to be coming on soon to do a music episode. We're going to talk about Dominion. But as I said before, I've only seen the movie 2 times, so I really need to see it more and dive into the score more. But yeah. But thank you again to Steve for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And maybe I'll have to. If you want a Beetlejuice episode, go listen to our Halloween episode from last year. I did the entire episode as Beetlejuice. Okay, so go listen to that episode. And then if you want a different voice, several years ago, if you want a Brad X impression, you ever hear of the 2XL? It was a talking robot. Back in the old days, in like the 80s, there was a talking robot that you put a tape into the body of it, and then it said, "Hello, I am 2XL." And Aaron has one, and it has a Jurassic Park tape where it's like a choose your own adventure. And we did a bunch of those episodes. We might be bringing those back in the near future, but we did a Halloween episode where I was 2XL the entire time. And I was like a demon 2XL. So if you want to hear robot voice, go listen to that one. If you want to hear Beetlejuice, go listen to the past Halloween 2021 episode. Any other impressions? No, I don't know. But yeah, Caleb will be on soon. I have it scheduled for this month, so hopefully we'll get to that at the end of the month. But again, I'm out. I gotta go. Bye. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We'll see you all next week. We'll say peace out for real this time. Bye, everybody.